Hi students, good morning. Let us continue our second lesson, Mesopotamian civilization. In our last class we studied about its introduction, location, origin and a few city-states names. We studied Sumer, Akkad, Babylonia, Assyria. Now continue the civilization. I hope that now already you got the idea about civilizations. Why? Because means we studied Indus Valley civilization or our Indian based on India. We studied the Harappan civilization. Same way, whatever the poems, whatever the features and characteristics we studied under the Harappan civilization. Same way itself, its common features already we studied in our first lesson introduction. One by one we will study here also under the Mesopotamian civilization. Whatever the means discoveries and findings done by the archaeologists and historians based on the studies and excavations, some of the features want to study. The first common and a special feature of this Mesopotamian civilization is their organization of city-states. In the last class I related as its origin, I told 4 important city-states names only we studied. That's the Sumer, Akkad, Babylonia and Assyria. Then how it was or how the organization of this city-states formed. It is one to study. Around 3000 BCE, there were a dozen city-states in Mesopotamia, but among that, a few important ones only we studied. The Sumerians are regarded as the first society because we already studied that no, the Sumerian civilization is otherwise referred as cradle of civilization. We studied in our first part of this lesson. So that's why it is considering the Sumerian civilization, or this part is considering as the first society. It is mentioned in their epic, one of the greatest epic of the Mesopotamian civilization related as it is known as Gilgamesh. It is mentioned that in the Gilgamesh, which begins with a description of Uruk, its walls. Uruk, one of the important town area we studied there in Sumer. It is starting with the and its walls, streets, markets, temples and gardens. So each and everything, special features of the Sumerians, it is mentioned there in their epic Gilgamesh. From that epic itself, the archaeologists and historians got evidences about the Mesopotamian civilization, and city-states were existed there and all. And the cities seemed to be well organized and based on a uniform pattern. But one difference is there, it's not well planned as the Harappan cities. Remember, it was not at all well planned as the Harappan cities. We studied the Harappan civilization and their city-states. Especially the town planning, one feature we studied. Sorry students, one feature we studied that their citadel, lower town and all, it was well organized and systematically arranged, the Harappan cities. But here the Mesopotamian cities not at all well planned than the comparing with the Harappan cities, it is not at all well arranged, and the city-states had a typical organization was here. Each city was divided into 3 different zones, different sections. The first zone or section is known as the sacred zone. It is actually the temple complexes called Ziggurat. It's a 1-mark question. The temple complexes of the Mesopotamian city, it is known as Ziggurat. It was dedicated to the patron of god of the city. Each city has patron of god was there, and this sacred zone actually contributed and dedicated to the god. That god, they believed that specified god protecting that city, all the people, those who are living in that city. This region or area is known as sacred zone. The second zone is known as the walled city. That where the bulk of the population lived. Majority of the middle class population are living area is walled city, and the third part is known as the outer town. This place is actually the farmers and artisans were lived. Farmers and artisans. Each city-state, already I told, they had its own patron of god on whose name a temple was built. On the name of the god, the temple built. The temple group means area we studied, no, it is known as Ziggurat. Remember. And cities were the centers of administration, where a number of offices and stores existed, storing things and all. Stores were the also their of administration related as their law and order. Everything was there in the and these these cities are the centers of their administration. And also the cities developed as centers, gradually centers of commerce and industry. Trade and commerce, it was flourished, concentrated there in the cities. So just a small topic only explained, that is the organization of city states or town planning of the Mesopotamian civilization. Concentrate these poems, epic, their epic is known as Gilgamesh. And which was the first society? It is the Sumerians. Sumerians are known as the first society of the Mesopotamian civilization. And what about the features of their cities? Well organized and based on a uniform pattern. But one thing it is there, it was not well planned as the Harappan cities. And each cities are divided into 3 zones or 3 regions. The first it is known as the sacred zone, second is known as the walled city, and the third one is known as the outer town. Okay, and each city has pattern of god was there, each city, and the separate temples are constructed for the patron or god, which god is for each city, that is built their own temples. And also these cities become the centers of administration, and also gradually it become changed into the centers of commerce and industry. Okay, remember, watch the video carefully, 2-3 times watch the video, then after read the textbook. A small topic only we completed. Anyway, next class we can meet together, and what about your doubt about related as these topics, we can clear in our live session. Okay, get ready and read and watch the videos carefully. Okay, thank you.